The Ogallala Aquifer is the lifeblood of the economy for the Texas High Plains, providing the water source for the region's largest industry, agriculture. Future economic growth and job creation in the High Plains depend on having adequate supply of water from the Ogallala. With the help of the USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service, farmers in the High Plains have been working to grow more crops with less water. And last year, the Texas corn producers asked a group of researchers from the Texas A&M AgriLife Research Service to assess the progress farmers have made so far in their efforts to conserve the Ogallala's water. We spoke to one of those researchers, Dr. Steve Amison, about the results of their study in his office at the Texas A&M AgriLife Research and Extension Center in Amarillo. So last year you completed a study for Texas Corn Producers Board. What was the objective of that study?
Well, the objective was to look at the change in water use efficiency by corn over time using what we call field data or producer data, just to see what improvements have been made and where we're going with that.
How would you summarize the findings of water use efficiency in the Texas High Plains?
What we found is that when we took into normal years versus normal years and furrow, is what we found over the last 10 to 15 years. Basically, water usage by corn has dropped, being applied to corn has dropped 16%. Yields at the same time had increased 10%. So what we've gotten is a 27% increase in water use efficiency by corn over those last 10 to 15 years.
The USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service has invested a lot of resources into helping High Plains farmers improve their irrigation efficiency. Do you think those efforts have contributed to the improvements you found?
Oh, absolutely. You start to think about it, to put in a new irrigation system, converting from furrow to, let's say, LIPA or LDNs, is roughly, conservatively $100,000 on a quarter-mile section. Those put barriers to adoption. By cost sharing and providing the information, it's definitely accelerated the adoption process of irrigation equipment along with several of the other techniques.
Some people seem to have the impression that corn uses water inefficiently. Why is that, and is it accurate?
What people fail to realize is that when you look at what's being produced per acre inch, you can see that the production coming from corn exceeds most other crops. So therefore, it really is water efficient. You just need to have a certain level before it can kick in. And there's a reason then to apply it, because you are going to get more out of every inch you put on.
Do you think we will continue to see improvements in water use efficiency in corn farming in the future?
Most definitely. There are things, as we continue to educate the producers, and we have a lot of early adopters that are willing to take the challenge of improving that water use efficiency. We've seen it, obviously, like I said, it's improved 27%. There's no reason to expect that to slow. It may change how it's being done, but we will continue to get the most out of it we can.
What do your studies tell us about the future of agriculture on the Texas High Plains?
As we move into the future, and again, we'll be talking about the adoption of these drought-tolerant varieties that will be coming along. Irrigation scheduling is going to improve. But we've got some other things coming along that I think are going to be exciting. We're just starting to learn more about variable rate irrigation. So not only are we talking about improving the efficiency within the field, between fields, now with variable rate irrigation, you can adjust to within the field, so you can adjust and be applying just the right amount of water based on the field conditions in a specific part of the field, becoming more efficient that way. And now, we're coming up with satellite imagery. Okay, that's really starting to be defined. We're getting there closer. Drones are coming in, so we can go ahead and even fine-tune to make sure that whether it be pests or diseases are recognized early, they could take the yield and the efficiency of that water we apply down. And there's just exciting times coming.
This is Stephanie Pruitt reporting for Texas Corn Producers.